What's up, Capricorn? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a new moon tarot reading for the new moon coming up on May 7th. It's going to be a new moon in Taurus, 18 degrees Taurus, 11:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will put it in the fourth mansion of the moon. I'll let you read about the fourth mansion of the moon. It's all about working and overcoming obstacles. It's not good for marriage, so hopefully you haven't planned a wedding under this moon. The astrology now, everything is heavily in Taurus and Aries, except for Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune. Everything else is in Aries and Taurus. Maybe the South Node's not either. If you are a Capricorn ascendant, that's your fourth or fifth house. The Sun, the Moon, Venus, Jupiter, and Uranus are all in Taurus. Aries has Mercury, Chiron, Mars, North Node in Aries. So fourth, fifth house, house of the home or mother. Fifth house, self-expression, gambling, that type of thing. And if it is your fifth house, where Taurus is, and with Uranus touching Jupiter, that's like sudden money, because that's electricity, Uranus being, electrical sudden shock, and Jupiter being expansion. And guess what is the sign of money? Taurus. Scorpio too, but Taurus mainly. And in the fifth house, that can be a money house. Speculative ventures, game. I'm not saying go out and gamble or anything like that. I'm just saying that that's what it's representing. It can also be like stock market stuff. Sudden happenings one way or the other. Depends on how it's dignified in your natal chart. Also be careful about your communication with your mother or in your home, because with Mercury and Aries touching Chiron, there could be wounding type communication. Also, Mars is in Aries, which is the sign of his rulership, as Venus is in the sign of her rulership in Taurus. They both can represent sex. The feminine expression of sex would be Venus. The masculine expression of sex in the natal chart would be Mars. So there could be sexual feelings right now, for sure. Aggressive ones. You could also be wanting to fix up your home, make it more aesthetically pleasing. Like doing like your gardening and your landscaping, because Taurus is all about beauty, right? And the fourth house would be the house of the home. You maybe decide to do like a garage sale where you clean up your house, make it more aesthetically pleasing while also making money. Or you may see a lot of that going around right now. But like I said, the big thing would be worried about Aries type communication with Mercury there, and that being in the house of fourth house be your home, so you don't want to have super aggressive communication in your home or with your mother, because it could be wounding type, but it could also be a wounding type that heals. It may bring something to the forefront. Time to give rather than take. It's going to be hard to do with all that stuff in Taurus, because Taurus is all about money. That's probably why it's giving you that advice. It's like, hey, you're going to really want to take right now. You're really going to want to gain money, right? The focus will probably be materially right now for a lot of us. There'll be a passion behind it too, right? New ways of making money. With Aries there, and Mars is touched by Pluto, so that's rage touching anger. That'd be great motivation to, around your material well-being and what you own, what you have. Right there. Time to give rather than take. This card flipped up. Could be some kind of argument going on. But this rough communication right here, it looks like it's rough waters to calm waters. So that's a good sign. It's literally what I just said. So it could be some kind of communication that came out, but because it came out in the way that it did, maybe like explosive and expressive, the truth came out, and then it helped bring some clarity, and then you're able to work on it, and it made things better. It's always a good thing. Or it can be. Got some good cards there. The outcome, not so much. That could be being strategic. Time to give rather than take. But if you're going to give, try not to focus on what you're losing. Try to focus on what you still have. Giving just for the sake of giving is a wonderful thing. You want to be in the give and take of things, because that keeps it flowing. That's both sides of the coin moving. You don't want just one side, because then you're going to unbalance the other side. Like if it's money, you want both sides moving. You want to be spending money and gaining money. You want it flowing so they can move. That brings in more opportunity, more chances for money, more money to be moved. Time to give rather than take, Capricorn. Could have been some kind of squabbling going on. I don't know if this is at work or at home or what, but it's kind of arguments were going on. But it looks like it's being resolved. It got resolved. Because that's the stormy water, and they're moving to calm waters. So whatever this was, it's been resolved in some way. In the recent past, you felt like you couldn't see or you felt trapped. And it could have been around whatever this is. And that's like maybe you expressed that finally, or someone expressed that to you, and you're able to work through it. Someone made a judgment, a final judgment about it, and that helped you move forward in some way. Could be around money. Wouldn't surprise me it's about money, just because all the Taurus energy right now. But you're crowned by wealth. You're crowned by status. I mean, that's a Capricorn card right there. That's status. That's money. It's respect. It's looking good, feeling good. Capricorn wants all of these things. If you are heavy Capricorn. But you need to give. If you have a lot, give a lot. The unconscious influence is planning. You're planning. You're planning for more prestige, probably more status, more money. That's what Capricorns do. And they have to work hard to get it, but they generally can achieve it, no doubt about it. Like I said, there's some kind of judgment made. For some of you, it could be in a court case. Some kind of decision was made in your favor, and it gave you money. But it could just been that this situation was resolved, and it could have been around finances in some way. And you made a judgment, and now you are moving from stormy waters to calm waters. So y'all made some kind of judgment that's helping you move forward, and it definitely could be a financial decision that's helping you move forward. Because in your environment, you feel like you have it all. Or this is you right now. It's not your environment. This is you right now. You feel like you have everything you need. You feel like you're good. And if that's the case, be generous, man. Time to give. Even if it's just giving love or your time. Those are good things too. I mean, people respect people that give them their time. I mean, why wouldn't you? That's the most valuable thing we have. In your environment, you have the Queen of Pentacles. It could definitely be you, but it could be another earth sign. Or it could be just feeling really secure. You're nurturing something that's valuable. It could be, like I said, you worked through an issue, and now you're nurturing it, making it this thing of value that you created, or this truth that came out that now you've expressed, and you're able to work through it because y'all know maybe it's helped you know someone or something better from whatever this conversation was, even though it might not have been felt like a very harmonious conversation, but it still probably got the truth out there. And maybe you're trying to nurture it now. Some kind of healing going on, or at least this is the advice. Keep healing. Keep healing the situation. Keep nurturing it. Or it's saying continue to wish, continue to dream, think big. The outcome is strategic. Either you are being strategic, which probably is the case because you got the planning down here, or someone's being strategic around you. And if that's the case, you need to be vigilant. If there is someone around you sneaking around and you think that they are after your prestige, your opulence, you need to be aware. Capricorns are very calculated, so unless it's another Capricorn or a Scorpio, you're probably going to be pretty aware of what's going on. So keep your ear to the ground. Keep in open communication. Reveal only what you need to get accomplished what you need to get accomplished. I don't feel like this is really a love thing. I feel like, I mean, it could be for some, because it depends on which Capricorn's watching, right? But most likely, this is like a work thing, or like a status or prestige thing, or like a reputation thing, like for your social, whatever your social status is or group. There's someone around you being strategic, or you're trying to be strategic to move up even more. And it's likely that that's the case, that you're just trying to really, and you may have to give in order to accomplish this. That's the part of being strategic. Giving may give off the right impression to the right person at the right time, kind of thing. They may be looking for like a generous type person for like some kind of position or for some kind of like partnership. Or you may have to give to create this partnership. Like they're going to put in and you're going to put in, and y'all create something out of it. But either way, the core of the reading is you're moving to calm waters. It's like you're figuring it out. You're making a judgment, and you're going to be a lot more strategic. Like I think whatever you figured out, you're like, okay, I'm going to be a lot more strategic now. going to be very. I'm healing this situation, but it's going to take this. Being strategic, being smart about what you say and how you interpret what you hear. But this is you right now, feeling good. You got everything you need in your environment. Looks like it's you looking good, feeling good, having what you need. Or it's another earth sign or an earthy individual that's in your environment. This is probably a very good individual. It could be the individual that you had the spat with, or there's someone that was somebody that's on your side, or your spouse even. Earth signs actually go very well together. Any of the earth signs are pretty much compatible with each other. So it could be another earth sign that you're with, but it also could be you. But either way, you're trying to be strategic, and it's saying give. And that might be the strategic part of it. Giving rather than taking. Because a lot of times, giving can be the most profitable thing you can do. For not just for money, but like your reputation and your status in life. But anyway, I think you've already made that decision anyway, right? I think you kind of figured that out. With that being said, Capricorn, that's all I have. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. I really would appreciate the comments and the likes. Help them propel the video forward so I can get more views. I need the watch hours. That's what I really need right now. So I can get this channel really going. With that being said, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's your decision. But I would appreciate it. Either way, thanks for being here, Capricorn, and happy new moon.